Kellyanne Conway encourages Trump to debate Kamala again. And by the way, guys, thank you so much for watching Bring the Asteroid. Make sure you like today's video, subscribe to the channel. And today we're going to see, PBD, Vinny, and Adam talk about just this. Watch.
Kellyanne Conway believes Trump should debate Harris again. Play this clip, Rob.
But I know you, and I just believe when you see the end, are you going to let that be the last word of presidential debates of this season, end of your career, or are you going to want one more?
So I'd rather debate. I'd rather have another one. The problem is we're so far down the line. And also, I had a 3-on-1 debate the last time. So I debated Biden, and I must say, CNN was very fair. And then I had the other debate, and ABC was totally crooked.
So why not have another?
Because they agreed that they weren't going to do. No, but here's the thing. And I like debating. And I thought I did a great job. I thought that was one of my best debates. But it gets spun and spun. It's so crooked. I thought it was one of my best debates. And they said I'm the GOAT of debates. I think I've done really well in debates, okay?
People are saying I'm the GOAT.
A lot of other people.
I love that.
A lot of other people. It's true.
But what happened is ABC totally violated their agreement. And this guy, was debating me.
But why let that be the last word then?
Because number one, we're winning. Number two, it's very late in the process. The people are voting already. I would like to do another debate.
No, Rob, it's the same one,
I'd like to do more than one debate.
Yeah,
the problem is it's late. They turned down the Fox debate.
Okay, hang on. Yeah.
And don't forget, I had 2 debates. I had to beat Biden.
That one was early.
And then I had to beat her. And the one with her was very late, too. And then we had a fake news organization, terrible, ABC. The worst of all is ABC. I've always said it. That's why they wanted ABC, because they had to deal with ABC. But I said, I don't care if they do, because it doesn't matter. Hey, look, I took on 3 people, and a lot of people say, I think I won the debate.
I think the expectations for Harris were so low because everybody sees her in interviews. But I just want to say that
but she wasn't great.
She's one
she
for
was
one.
Terrible.
You've had 7 of these debates, and I feel like you're Shohei Ohtani. I feel like you can pitch, you can bat, and people just want to hear. I think that last 5% that is decisive but elusive right now. Maybe wants to see the 2 of you together.
Well,
look, some people say she brought her best game. I think she brought her only game.
Part of the problem is this. CNN wants to do the debate, and CNN was very fair, and they got killed because they were fair. And Biden was out of the race because of that. If we didn't have that debate, he'd be running now instead of her. And honestly, I think he was actually better than her, which is a pretty bad thing to say. But
Wow, he thinks that Biden was better than Kamala. That's hilarious.
he's better than her.
He wasn't.
But CNN will go out of their way. They'll do what ABC did, where they'll have 3-on-1 or 5-on-1 or whatever it is. So I don't think you can get a fair shake. But even if you didn't,
he's right.
I would love
should he do another debate?
There's no need to do another debate. No.
Vinny.
Absolutely not. Nope. Why? He made a good point.
Rob.
At this point, he's starting to surge.
I'd love to see one.
Should he do one? There's a difference between you'd love to see it. I'd love to see a Titanic. That was a good movie, but you can't do part 2. I'd love to see a what do you call it? Notebook 2. I'd love to see a lot of movies part 2. But do you think he should do part 2?
No, he made his point. The early voting already started.
And Pat, you know what? Before you know what I would do? I would agree to do a debate if it's just a last minute sprung up, no planning, no whatever, and it has to be on X. Yeah, if it's not on a major network, I would do it. I would do it,
Adam,
and surprise them.
That's not going to happen, Vin. But should Trump do another debate? The answer is abundantly yes, and I'll tell you why. So the question is, do you think Kellyanne Conway wants the best for Trump or wants the worst for Trump?
The best.
Okay, so she's on Team Trump.
Yes.
So she didn't really give any smoke signals there. She's like, do another debate, President Trump. He's like, well, I don't know. I'm good at debating. She's like, you should do one. And she kind of snuck in. By the way, Kamala's 1 for 1, a.k.a. she won. But you're like Shohei Ohtani. You can do it all. You can do 7. You can do this. She's full on saying, either directly or indirectly, hey, knock, knock, Mr. President, you lost the last debate because you said they're eating the dogs. And that single-handedly lost you the debate that you should have won. Because the first 75% of the debate before the eating the dogs comment, he actually won.
By the way, you should.
He was winning.
It became one of the greatest rap songs of all time.
Ever.
Just so you know,
They're
eating the
Give him
cats.
some
Who
kind of
let
credit.
the dogs
No.
out?
No,
Okay,
it's
not that
actually
one.
a song that won. Okay, so you don't think he?
But do you think he should do another debate, PBD?
Okay, Tom.
By the way, I just hate Adam. I hate his commentary always.
Do you think right now he's ahead?
Yes.
By how much?
On a national basis, 2 to 2.5 points on a national basis. He's definitely ahead in Pennsylvania by about 3, and then North Carolina by 2. Georgia is very tight. Arizona, he's up by as much as 5 in some polls, but I'll hold tight with 3.5. So when you've got that map, this thing can be over by 11:30 on election night with Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Georgia. If those go by 11:30, it's over. So why, if you're playing from the front and you're incrementally improving, why do you need to do it? She needs a debate, which is why she's asking for the debate. That should tell you all you need to know. The challenger wants a rematch because they want the money.
Okay, so let me ask this question this way: do you think she will be so desperate to want the debate that they'll go to Fox to have Brett Baer do the debate?
They won't. No. Her
Okay.
handlers will not let
Perfect.
that. They want the debate, but they won't let that happen.
Then okay, so then let me ask another question: do you think they're so desperate that they'll go to do something on X or a social media site debate hosted by a friendly host, moderator by both?
The Dems are not doing that.
If they were smart, that would open up a lot of exposure and eyeballs to a lot of people that are not watching cable news. We know cable news is an older demographic and it's losing ratings. So if you really want to get to the independents, the undecided, and the middle voters, why wouldn't you go to that? That would be if they really need another debate, I would be more likely, if I was her advisor, to say you should do it on X. You should go out to go into the water you haven't been in yet and go find those voters.
So, do you remember Trump's first ever debate in 2015, the primary, Republican primary, his first ever debate on stage?
I saw all of them.
Okay. The first ever, if you look at it, he was breathing hard. And if you go look at the first ever debate he had with Hillary Clinton, the first 20 minutes, he was breathing hard. You could hear it. That happens. By the way, nothing wrong with that. J.D. Vance was asked the question afterwards. He says, they asked him, and they said, oh, J.D., did you see how nervous Tim Walz was? And it was so, you could tell he was nervous to go up against you. You know what J.D. said? He was nervous. I was nervous. He says, I just hid it from you. You understand?
And that's what's like cool about JD Vance is he's pretty relatable. Like he's not being, oh yeah, he was nervous. Like he was such a little PUSSY. It's like, no, I think I would be nervous debating a weirdo on any debate. Imagine like being on the stage of a vice presidential debate. That makes sense. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think that Donald Trump should debate Kamala again? I don't think so. I mean, I would like the clips out of it personally, but should he? No. And I'm not going to reiterate what they all just said, but please like this video if you agree.